The Moderna CEO was testifying for Congress, for the Senate, and Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky, libertarian, as you know, on my short list of sane people in government. He basically destroyed the guy. This is just an absolute destruction, and, well, watch yourself.
Is there a higher interest or a higher incidence of myocarditis among adolescent males 16 to 24 after taking your vaccine?
So thank you for the question, Senator. First, let me say we care deeply about safety, and we're working closely with the CDC and the FDA to
Pretty much a yes or no. Is there a higher incidence of myocarditis among boys 16 to 24 after they take your vaccine?
The data I've seen from the CDC actually shown that there's less myocarditis for people who get the vaccine versus who get COVID infection.
You're saying that for ages 16 to 24 among males who take the COVID vaccine, their risk of myocarditis is less than people who get the disease.
That is my understanding, Senator.
That is not true, and I'd like to enter into the record 6 peer-reviewed papers from the Journal of Vaccine, the Annals of Medicine, that say the complete opposite of what you say. I also spoke with your president just last week, and he readily acknowledged in private that, yes, there is an increased risk of myocarditis. The fact that you can't say it in public is quite disturbing.
So the guy that Rand Paul is talking to there is the CEO of Moderna, Stéphane Bancel. We'll get to some video of him in just a second. And basically, Rand Paul is like, okay, you're the CEO, you're testifying here. I'm obviously not getting the truth to you. But off the record, in a private conversation, the president of Moderna, he's actually laying out the goods. But if you want to realize how deep these people are in on it, right? They forced these vaccines on everybody. They had all these government organizations pressuring all of us to do these things. We now know the rates of myocarditis. We know all the vaccine injuries. And even if none of that had existed, even if this vaccine was perfect, they had no right to mandate it. Government had no right to force companies to fire people and all of that stuff that you know all about. But watch this. Here's Rand Paul asking Stéphane Bancel how many times his kids have been vaccinated. He doesn't even know the answer.
I'm not a clinician. I will have to discuss.
You have children.
I do.
Have you vaccinated your children?
I have.
How many times?
3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times.
I mean, is that wild relative to everything that has happened over these last couple of years? You have the CEO of a major pharmaceutical company, really the number 2 company besides Pfizer as far as these mRNA vaccines. These companies have made hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, and have all sorts of contracts with all sorts of governments. They force this on everybody. He doesn't even know how many times off the top of his head he injected his kids with this stuff. Yet he was forcing you to inject your kids with it.